lovelies, welcome back to Bren's Beauty Boutique. I'm Bren. Thank you so much for joining me for part 14 of the Hooded Eyes Diaries. So happy to have you here. I'm extra excited for today's video because it is June 5th and I had ordered myself a birthday present and it came today, and that is the NATASHA DENONA Sunrise palette. I am so excited about this palette, you guys. She is a beauty. And you know, this palette is smaller than her other palettes. It was also, I believe, $65 at Sephora. And just really excited to dive into this. As you can see, I've already played around with this palette. I am in love, my friends. I love it. I love it so much. I wish all of her palettes were this small, making them a little more affordable. Her regular palettes are, what, $125 or $129. I've got a few of them. I adore them as well, but I don't mind having the smaller packaging and the smaller pans of eyeshadow because it makes it, in my opinion, a little more affordable, hopefully for more people to enjoy them. With all that said, this is the look I created with this sunrise palette. I know that I just did a sunset look for you guys, so I guess it's only fitting that I did a sunrise look for you guys today using this palette called the Sunrise palette. I am just really excited to share this with you guys. I'm not going to share a lot of information about this palette because you're going to be seeing that everywhere. You can check it out if you want to see more information. I'm not going to delve into any of that in this. It's not really a review. This is just a tutorial on a sunrise hooded eye. I hope you guys enjoy. Let's get started. Alright guys, so I already primed my lid, I filled in and shaped my eyebrow, used a little bit of setting gel on those, and we're ready to get right into this look. So we're going to start out with the color Morning, right there, using our Wayne Goss number 17 brush, as always. These colors are beautiful, you guys. I mean, they're just gorgeous. We're going to put that in and above our crease as always. I'm going to kind of pack it on a little bit initially here because I really want that color. Want a lot of color here. I'm going to dip into that again. These are extremely pigmented, my friends. They're just gorgeous. This is the first time I'm working with this palette. It literally just came in the mail and I'm just tickled. I had to do this right away, so I hope you guys aren't mad that I'm delaying the blue eyeshadow look. That will be next week for you guys, next Monday. Alright, we're going to bring that color all the way in toward the nose, you guys. And just kind of use small circular motions and really zhuzh it in there. Really kind of smush it in that area. Don't be afraid to put color in here. It's a good thing for us gals with little lid space to work with. Small circular motions and windshield wiper motions as always. Just really getting that color in there. Then, of course, as the color leaves the brush, then we graduate down onto the lid a little bit and then up into the brow arch area and on the outer edge, ever so slightly. All we're doing is kind of buffing out all those harsh edges, like so. Using that same number 17 brush, we're going into the color Morgan. Oh, these colors, you guys, I don't know. They're so pretty. I am truly in love. We're putting that color right into our crease or wherever your socket line might be. Now you're going to want to look straight ahead into your mirror. Put your head down a little bit and see where you're able to see the color. If you cannot see that color that you just laid down, then you need to come up ever so slightly. We don't want to bring it up too high on this look. We just want to bring it up ever so slightly. So if you need to keep your eye open, then do that. And again, we're going to bring that color into our nose and inner corner area. Same thing, circular windshield wiper motions. Just getting that color in there. Once the color's almost off the brush, bring it down and up ever so slightly. Keep those edges nicely blended. Isn't that pretty, you guys? Look at that gorgeous color. It is so pretty. Now we're going to do a little bit on our under eye area. We're going to use the Makeup Forever number 216 pencil brush. That's that more densely packed brush. I'm going to go back into the color Morning. That's that light yellow shade. And I'm just going to buff that into the lower lash line, starting on the outer edge, tapping it in at first. And then sweeping it across all the way in. and then kind of just tiny little circles when you get to the outer edge where your lashes meet. The upper lash and the lower lashes meet. That's going to just make things nice and cohesive, going to bring the look together. And then using the Wayne Goss number 20 brush, that's just a smaller blending brush, a little bit densely packed. We're going to go into the darkest shade in the palette called Clove. Knock off the excess color, you guys. And we're just packing that onto the outer edge of our mobile lid. Then we're going to come in toward the inner part of the mobile lid, but only about halfway. Then we're going to start sweeping. And small circular motions, blending that out. But we want the majority of the pigment on the outer edge here. And we want to bring it up as well. We always want a kind of a gradient effect here. The darkest on the outer edge, graduating up. Keep it at kind of an angle, really opening those eyes up as we've talked about in other videos. I don't want to go too high up with this color, you guys. So I'm just kind of very lightly blending that out into those other shadows and bringing it in for a gradient effect. These shadows are pretty much blending themselves, my friends. I gotta tell ya, I'm not doing a lot of work here at all. Then we're going to take that same color Clove. We're going in with our Makeup Forever number 216 pencil brush, and we're going to put that onto our lower lash line as well. Pack it on the outer edge first. And try to keep this color as close to the lash line as you can. Once the majority of that pigment is off the brush, you're going to start sweeping it in toward the center. Just kind of deepen up that lower lash line a little bit. And then we're going to do tiny circular motions here in the outer corner. And that just keeps the look nice and cohesive. I like my corners to be just a little bit rounded here. Bring everything together. I just feel like it makes the look seem a little bit more together. And next we're going to use the color Citrine, kind of a bright orangey yellow. We're going to be using the Morphe 508 brush for that. Really going to pack that onto that brush, knock off the excess. That's going on the inner portion of the mobile lid, the inner corner, and we're bringing it up. I really want to showcase this color. Really get into that inner corner area by your nose, guys. Pack it on there. Go about halfway across the lid. Of course, the majority of your pigment should be right in here. Always lay your pigment down first. Do some little tapping motions in a circle, and then feather things out. And then using that same brush, we're going to go into the color Agate, I really have no idea. Kind of a light beigey shimmer. And we're going to put that on our inner corner, really brighten things up. Don't be afraid, just pack it right in there, you guys. And bringing it up. Right into the rest of those colors, my friends. And we're also going to bring it down into the lower lash line as always. Tapering it off as we get toward the middle of the lower lash line. That helps to widen the eyes, makes the eyes look bigger, brighter. I'm also going to put just a little bit of that color in the arch of the brow, just a smidge. Brighten that up. Of course, we're going to lay that pigment down, and then we're going to bring it down into the other shades ever so slightly. Now I'm going to take my Wayne Goss number 17 brush again, this bigger blending brush, and we're going back into that color Clove. That's the darkest shadow in the palette. Just going to dip that in there ever so slightly, just a tiny bit on the brush. Knock the excess off, and we're going to come in and we're just going to do a little bit of blending. Start out at the outer edge. Just make sure everything is blended. on those outer edges, maybe bring it down into the lower lash line a little bit. We're going to sweep it across just ever so slightly across the middle of the lid. Make sure we don't have any harsh lines. I'm going to use little circular motions, and I'm going to actually kind of bring these colors out ever so slightly. And just let them kind of taper off nicely. And then lastly, for the shadows, we're going back in with the Morphe 508, that little detailing brush. We're going to dip into the color Clove again, the darkest shade. I'm going to get that right on the tip of the brush. Knock off the excess. Then we're going to go ahead and press that into our upper lash line, as we always do, starting on the outer edge, working our way in, pressing it in. This will deepen up our lash line a little bit. Just smush it into the lashes, guys. Doesn't have to be perfect. I'm actually going to take that pencil brush from Makeup Forever again. I'm dipping back into the color Clove, and I'm going to deepen up that lower lash line just a little bit, you guys. Press it in on the outer edge, then bring it in. Just want to deepen that up a little more. Looking at this look, you guys, I think I actually want to go back into the color Citrine, or Citrine, how do you say that? Anyway, I'm going to go back into that bright yellow color. I'm going to get that on the tip of that Morphe detailing brush, and I'm going to bring that in on the lower lash line and inner corner, just a little bit on the bottom, on both eyes. That's better. Just wanted a little more of that pop of yellow. Then I think I'm going to go back in with the color Agate or Agate. I think it's Agate. Also getting that just on the tip and popping that right on the inner corner. Oh, are you guys still here? Sorry about that. I get playing in makeup and I just lose myself. And it's a good thing. It's a great stress relief for me. I want to use the color Glory just because it's there and it's gorgeous and I want to use it. So we're going to use that. I'm going to put it on the lower lash line, you guys. And I'm going to go in using the Makeup Forever number 216 pencil brush again. And I'm just going to put that on the middle of the lower lash line, you guys. I'm going to pat it into the middle and then just sweep it back and forth a little bit to graduate it on both sides. There we go, my friends. That's better, I think. I really like this. I'm so excited. I want to use every color in this palette. I'm going to go ahead, put on some false lashes, put on a little Fake Awaken mascara, and I will be right back. All right, my friends, this is the completed look. I added some false eyelashes, coat of mascara on the upper and lower lashes. I also added some Fake Awake in my waterline. And this is really fun for me today. I actually ordered this palette for my birthday, and today is June 5th, and I just got it in the mail, so I really had to share it with you guys today because I was so excited to use it, and it's just as good as I expected. It's beautiful. The colors practically blend themselves, you guys. This look was quite effortless for me, actually, and I really enjoyed it. I hope that you learned something. I hope it was helpful for you in some way. I feel like I kind of rushed through it with my excitement. I don't even know if I was telling you guys what I was doing. That's how excited I was to get this palette in the mail today. And but I hope you like this sunrise look, my friends. I really had fun with this palette, and I'd love to do more looks with this palette. It's amazing and beautiful, and in my opinion, much more affordable. Most of our palettes are what, $125 or $129. They're larger. And this palette's a little bit smaller. The pans are smaller as well. I think about half the size maybe, but I think this one was $65, and to me that's much more affordable. I don't mind having a smaller pan size. Shadows are amazing. The formula is amazing, and I think it's just as good, if not better, than some of her larger palettes that I've tried. Anyway, that's it, my friends. Part 14 of the Hooded Eyes Diaries is complete. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you carving a little time out of your busy day to spend this time with me. So grateful for each and every one of you, and I love you guys so much. If you like this video, if you enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed bringing it to you, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you're not already. I would love to have you as part of the BREN'S Beauty Boutique family here on YouTube. Thank you for joining me again, my friends. Have a beautiful day. I will see you in the next one. Bye.